Hi and good evening everyone. We are from Group 9. Today we are going to present about Chapter 12, Marketing Channels Delivering Customer Value. My name is Atifa Diana, my matric number 202064. So I will pass to the next presenter.
Hello everyone, we divide the content of this chapter into 4 parts. First, we will now start to the first part, the supply chain and the value delivery network, the nature and the importance of MKTG channels. Okay, what is supply chain? Supply chain refers to the network chain structure formed by the upstream and downstream enterprises that provide products or services to end users in the process of production and circulation. And the upstream partners are firms that supply raw materials, components, parts, information, financial sales, and expertise needed to create a product or service. And the downstream partners include the marketing channels or distribution channels that look towards the consumer, including retailers and wholesalers. Okay, next question. And this question is meaning of supply chain. Supply chain refers to the functional network structure that revolves around the core enterprise, starting from supporting parts, marketing intermediates, products, and the final products, and finally delivering the products to consumers by the sales network, contacting suppliers, manufacturers, distributors, and the user into a whole. Under the management philosophy of supply chain management is to optimize the whole supply chain through the competition between enterprises from the perspective of consumers. Successfully, supply chain management can coordinate and integrate our activities in the supply chain and eventually become a seamless integration process. And how to definition of supply chain imagine. In the supply chain, enterprise A, enterprise B, enterprise C. And from this picture we can get something. Enterprise A is the raw material supplier of enterprise B, and the enterprise C is the product seller of enterprise B. And what is the value delivery network? A value delivery network of companies, suppliers, distributors, and customers that work together as partners to improve the overall system performance. And this is an example about the value delivery network. And the question about what is marketing channel. American marketing experts believe that marketing channel refers to our enterprises or individual who acquire the ownership of some goods or services help transfer the ownership of them when they move from producers to consumers. And generally, we divide the marketing channels to 4 characteristics. And the first and the first, second, the third, and the fourth. Okay, and the next, and the importance of MKTG channel. First of all, it has become increasingly difficult for enterprises to remain competitive in the market through technological leadership and innovation. And the secondly, resources created by the marketing channel system have a compensatory effects on the development of management.
Next is channel behavior and organization. Marketing channels consist of firms that have partnered for their common good, with each member playing a specialized role. Channel conflict refers to disagreement among channel members over goals, roles, and rewards. There are two types of channel conflicts, which are horizontal conflict and vertical conflict. We take Lego as a toy manufacturer, ALJ Distributors and Rainbow Wholesale as the wholesalers, Toys R Us as the retailer, and lastly to a consumer. Vertical conflicts involve a disagreement between two channel members on a consecutive levels. For example, vertical conflicts arise between the producer Lego and the wholesaler Rainbow Wholesale Store, or producer Lego and the wholesaler LLG Distributors. While for the horizontal conflict, refers to disagreement among two or more channel members at the same level. So horizontal conflict, the conflict will arise between the two wholesalers, between ALG Distributors and Rainbow Wholesale. Next is vertical marketing systems, VMS, provide channel leadership and consists of producers, wholesalers, and retailers acting as a unified system. First is corporate marketing systems, combine successive stages of production and distribution under single ownership. For example, Firestone manufactures tires and owns the service centers that sell the tires to customers. The ownership of the distribution channel can happen from any point in the chain. A well-financed retail outlet might buy a wholesaler and production facilities, or a producer could purchase its main wholesaler and retail outlets. Next is the contractual marketing systems. Consists of independent firms at different levels of production and distribution who join together through contracts. Franchise is one of the examples for contractual marketing systems. There are three types. First is manufacturer-sponsored retailer. For example, Ford and its network of independent franchise dealers. Second is the manufacturer-sponsored wholesaler, like Coca-Cola licensed bottlers, wholesalers in various markets who buy Coca-Cola syrup concentrate and then bottle and sell the finished products to retailers in local markets. Third is service firm-sponsored retailer, for example, the fast food service business McDonald's. Next is the administered marketing systems that coordinates successive stages of production and distribution through the size and power of one of the parties. An example of this type of system could include a large retailer such as Walmart, establishing standards for makers of smaller products such as generic type of laundry detergent. Next is horizontal marketing systems, HMS. Is a channel arrangement in which two or more companies at one level join together to follow a new marketing opportunity. Under HMS, multi-channel distribution systems in which a single firm sets up two or more marketing channels to reach one or more customer segments. For example, the coffee Starbucks rewards programs use the multi-channel approach effectively to inspire loyalty and encourage customers to continue visiting the Starbucks coffee. Starbucks rewards let customers earn points or stars with every purchase. These points can be exchanged for free food, drinks, and merchandise. Next is changing channel organization. This intermediation is cutting out of marketing channel intermediaries by producers or the displacement of traditional resellers by new intermediaries. We take taxi and Grab as an example. Before the existence of Grab, people used taxi as a transportation, and now we have Grab. So people now use Grab frequently than the taxi because Grab is more cheaper than taxi.
Hi, I'm Nadifa and I'm going to explain channel design decision. Definition of marketing channel design is presented as a decision faced by the marketer, and it includes either setting up channels from innovating or modifying existing channels. Designing a marketing channel has four-stage system that involves analyzing customer needs, establishing channels objective, identifying major channels alternative, and evaluating major channels alternative. The first stage is analyzing consumer needs. The company must identify and know what customer needs not only in the terms of product concept, but also product development and market price preference of the product. After choosing the market segments, company must determine the best channel to use for minimizing the cost of meeting customer service requirements. For example, like iPhone from Apple. People buy iPhone because not only from the branding that has been worldwide, but its quality is no doubt. In addition, people who buy iPhone are also upper class people, but the price is worthy because they always upgrading the quality, design, features, and up to mind-blowing marketing strategies so people will buy the product. The second stage is setting channels objective. In terms of planned levels of customer support, businesses can specify their marketing channels targets. In any case, the firm should determine which division to represent on the right platform to use. They must be considered about the balance between consumer needs against cost and customer price preference. For example, like Apple. Apple made a $12.7 billion profit in the fourth quarter on 2020 and $64.7 billion revenue. This profit and revenue can be obtained because of the right channel placement. By this, Apple can fulfill the customer satisfaction and loyalty. They also maintain their customers by focusing on relieving purchasing anxiety, obsessively high attention to details, and provide unique experience for customers. The third stage is identifying major alternative. A company should have another choice from a wide variety of channels from reaching customers. A channel alternative is described by three elements based on number of marketing intermediaries. The first one is intensive distribution. It's ideal for a producer of convenience product and common raw materials. The strategy in which they stock their product as many as possible each outlets. The second one is exclusive distribution. It's when the product produced by purposely, there will be a limited number of intermediaries. So the producer gives only limited number for the dealers that also exclusive to distribute that products. The third one is selective distribution. The use of the product more than one, but fewer than all the intermediaries and distributors who carry company's product on basis of company specific set of rules. For example, Apple. Apple adopted selective distribution with exclusiveness because Apple has full control over its distribution and as it authorizes its sellers. The fourth stage is evaluating the major alternative. Each channel alternative needs to be evaluated against economic criteria, control issues, and adaptability criteria. Using economic criteria, a company compares the likely sales cost and profitability of different channel alternatives. Control issues must be considered. Using intermediaries means giving them some control over the marketing of the product, and some intermediaries take more control than others. Adaptability criteria must be applied because companies want to keep the channel flexible so that they can adapt the environmental changes. For example, Apple. The company's business strategy leveraged its unique ability to design and develop its own operating system, hardware, application software, and service to provide its customer new products and solutions with the superior ease of use, seamless integration, and innovative design. Apple has many retail and online stores where they can sell their products and the third-party products directly to the customer. They also establish flexibility to adopt the new fast-paced advancements that were taking place within the electronics field. In this part, we are going to talk about designing international distribution channels. A distribution channel is a chain of businesses through which a good or service passes until it reaches the final buyer or the end consumer from country to country. This channel system make marketers be able to adopt channel strategies to structures within each country. There are two types of distribution channels: indirect distribution and direct distribution. Indirect distribution is the sale of goods or service by a third party. It's like a retailer. Direct distribution is the sale of goods or service directly from the producer to the end consumer. For example, Apple. Apple uses both types. Apple has retailers such as Walmart, Best Buy, and Fresh Electronics, but Apple also selling directly via their own website.
My name is Nurfaimiti Harman and my mature number is 203379. So next, channel management decision. In this section, these are how companies select, manage, and evaluate the channel members. We have chosen McDonald's as our example to apply this theory. So first, selecting channel members. The company should determine distinguished characteristics to select the better one. For McDonald's, they need to select channel members for their franchise business. In this case, McDonald's can evaluate them on the basis of business experience, financial capabilities, and etc. Next, managing channel members. Companies must work in close harmony with others in the channel to find better ways to bring value to customers. For example, McDonald's provides many special training for their franchise business, which are training in restaurant, part-time training, seminars, and others. Third, motivating channel members. This is where the company tries to train them to a better performance in such a way, providing them incentives to increase their motivations. For example, McDonald's gives awards to the franchises that achieve higher sales. So the last step, evaluating channel members, is where the company checks channel member performance and also recognizes and rewards those who are performing well. For those who perform poorly should be assisted. Next, public policy and distribution decisions. These are the 4 policies that influence the distribution decisions, which are exclusive distribution, exclusive dealing, exclusive retail agreements, and tie-in agreement. Next, marketing logistics practically means getting the right product to the right customer at the right place and time. It involves inbound distribution, outbound distribution, and reverse distribution. Inbound distribution is where raw materials or products move in from suppliers to company to be manufactured, while outbound distribution is where the finished products move out from the company to resellers to be delivered to customers. And the last one, reverse distribution, happens when moving is broken or unwanted and excess product returned by customer or reseller. Marketing logistics involves the entirety of supply chain management, means that it manages upstream and downstream value-added flow of materials, final goods, and related information among suppliers, the company, resellers, and final consumers. The goal of marketing logistics should be to provide to a targeted level of customer service at the least cost. Next, major logistic functions have 4 functions, which are warehouse, transportation, inventory system, and logistic information management. Example for warehouse, Ramly Food Processing Sdn Bhd use warehouse to keep their product fresh until it is delivered to the customer or retailer. For transportation, Ramly use a truck to deliver product because it is highly flexible in their routing and time schedules. Next, for inventory system, Ramly uses just-in-time logistics system. Once the product is already ordered by the retailer, thus it will deliver soon. Lastly, for logistic information management, systems that involve the customer sharing real-time data on sales like VMI and EDI, easy for suppliers to manage. Next, integrated logistics. It is a concept that providing better customer service and trimming distribution costs require teamwork, both internally and or externally. For example, we have three ways of integrated logistics, which are cross-functional, is where the team work inside the company to create an integrated system of company's logistics, while the logistic partnership is involving company with other company, and lastly, third-party logistics is called outsourcing logistics such as Grab and Foodpanda. So that's all from us. Thank you.